students, welcome back to the series of lectures of Intermediate Maths 1A. While we're dealing with these chapters in so many video lessons, those who have not watched those video parts, just click on the channel playlist where you will find all the 22 video lessons of this chapter, trigonometric ratios up to transformations. Now, we will be continuing the exercise 6E. The previous parts, that is the second part and the third one, the first bit I have done in the previous video lesson. Just click on the icon to get it notified. And in the continuation part, the third section, second problem here. If none of the denominators is 0, prove that. Here cos A plus cos B divided by sin A minus sin B whole to the power of n plus sin A plus sin B cos A minus cos B whole to the power of n is equal to 2 cot n A minus B by 2. Here given condition that if n is even, this is the answer, and if n is odd, 0 is the answer. That we have to prove it. Now let's get started with this here from the LHS part. Now if you see here, cos A, cos B, sin A, sin B, here all these can be transformed into the product transformations. They are in the sum position. Okay, so we can transform it into the product transformation by using the formula, transformations formula. Now let's see here, cos A, cos B, we can write it as 2 cos A plus B by 2, right, sin 2 cos A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2. And here we can write this sin A, sin B. We will, this sin A and sin B, we get it as 2 cos A plus B by 2 and sin A minus B by 2. This is a product transformation. Here whole raised to the power of n is there, plus again here sin A, sin B and cos A minus cos B. Sin A, sin B, here 2 sin A plus B by 2 cos A minus B by 2, right, divided by here cos A, cos B. Here in this cos we get minus of sin, okay, minus 2 sin A plus B by 2 sin A minus B by 2 here. So we have transformed it into the product transformation. Let's see what will be cancelled off here. 2 and 2 goes off here, cos A plus B, cos A plus B goes off, and here also 2 and 2 we can cancel, sin and sin we can cancel. No, remaining here is cot raised to the power of n. We can take it as like this, A minus B by 2, right, here this, plus here we do have minus sign here, so minus 1 to the power of n, even minus is having n here, and cot n A minus B by 2. We got this. Now we are going to substitute here the n value if it is odd. See here, if the n value is odd here, so this becomes minus, complete thing becomes minus of cot n here plus cot n, both get cancelled, we get 0. When we get 0, if n is odd, right. Why? Because since minus 1 to the power of n here will become minus 1 only when n is odd. When n is odd, see, suppose you take 3, minus 1 to the power of 3 is minus 1. So this becomes minus and plus gets cancelled and you get 0. Now this becomes equals to 2 cot to the power of n A minus B by 2 if n is even. If I keep it as even, so this becomes just 1. So cot and cot. So you get 2 cot n. So this when n is even, because since minus 1 to the power of n will become just plus 1 in the case of n is even. So these are the two conditions. Please note it down. Pause it and note it down. 1. If sin A equal to sin B and cos A equal to cos B, then prove that A equal to 2n pi plus B for some integer value of n. Okay. Here given condition is that sin A equals to sin B, and also given that cos A equals to cos B. Right. From these two conditions, we will prove that. Okay. Here, let us bring to this side. This becomes sin A minus sin B equals to 0. Here and here, cos A minus cos B equals to 0. We will be applying the transformations here. See here, sin A, sin B. This comes to 2 cos A plus B by 2 and sin A minus B by 2. So this equals to 0. And here also we will apply the transformations. This sum to the product here. So this is minus, so minus 2 sin A plus B by 2 and sin A minus B by 2. So this is also equal to 0 given. From this condition, from these two, if you check here, if you are seeing these two, we can bring that, from these two we can conclude that sin of A minus B by 2 equal to 0. I can take this, it implies, because this I can shift it here, it becomes 0. This you can shift it here, it becomes 0. So, and also here also we can take it as sin A minus B by 2 equals to 0, right? Here, that means if you see here, this becomes A minus B by 2 is equal to n pi. Okay, you can write it as, and bring it to the sine function here. So sin, when sin 0, when it is n pi, right? Now, if you are taking this, from this I can imply A minus B is equal to, if you cross multiply, 2n pi. So that implies A equal to 2n pi plus B. So this is what we have to prove for n belongs to the integers. Okay. For all n, for every integer, for n where n value is an integer. So n belongs to integer. This is a condition. Pause it and note it down. Fourth one, if cos n alpha is not equal to 0 and cos pi by 2, the alpha by 2 is not equal to 0, then show that here sin n plus 1 alpha minus sin n minus 1 alpha divided by cos n plus alpha, cos n alpha, cos n minus 1 alpha is equal to tan of alpha by 2. Here if you see the LHS part, there is a numerator and the denominator part. When these two, we will solve it by numerator and denominator separately here. Let us take the LHS part here. In the LHS, let me take only the numerator part. Right. Here, if you are taking sin n alpha, let me open the bracket. This becomes n alpha plus alpha minus sin n alpha minus alpha. Okay. So this is only the numerator part. Now this is sin A, sin minus sin B. Let us transform it into the product transformation. So this becomes 2. Here sin and minus sin. So this is 2 cos A plus B by 2. So A plus B here, if you are adding these two, minus alpha plus alpha goes of 2n alpha. You get 2n alpha by 2. And sin A minus, so this and this gets cancelled, so alpha and alpha, so 2 alpha by 2 is remained. So what we did here, A plus B by 2, A minus B by 2 here, and if you get this 2 cos n alpha and sin alpha. So since the answer is in the form of alpha by 2, let us transform this into alpha by 2. So sin alpha, I can write it as 2 cos n alpha into 2 sin alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2. Applying sin 2 theta formula here. So this becomes 4 cos n alpha sin alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2. So this is only the numerator part. Now let's see the denominator part. If you are taking only the denominator part here, the same way we will be multiplying here. This becomes cos n alpha plus alpha and plus here we'll write this one. So this becomes cos n alpha minus alpha, and there is one more term, that is 2 cos n alpha. Right. Here we can apply the transformations. So sum to the product. So cos and cos is given. So 2 cos, here 2 cos A plus B by 2. Okay. So A plus B here, these two, if you add, minus and minus goes of 2n alpha by 2 here. Since it is the cos function, right? So 2 cos and sine. This minus this, so if you are subtracting n alpha and alpha goes of alpha, so 2 alpha by 2. So 2 goes off, 2 goes off. Plus again another term, so 2 cos n alpha is there. So here we get 2 cos n alpha sine of alpha here plus 2 cos n alpha. So this is cos A minus B, right? Not sine, this is cos A minus B, right? Now in these two terms, if you take 2 cos n alpha common, so this becomes cos alpha plus 1. So since our answer is in alpha by 2, here just only alpha, so this we can write it as 2 cos n alpha into 2 cos square alpha by 2. I have applied cos to theta. So when there is plus, you get 2 cos square alpha by 2. So this becomes 4 cos n alpha cos square alpha by 2. So this is the denominator part. Now we will write numerator by denominator here. So that was the question here. So 4 cos n alpha sin alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2 divided by, we got it as 4 cos n alpha, yes, cos square alpha by 2. So these two gets cancelled. Here 1 cos and 1 is get cancelled. The remaining is tan of, yes, sine by tan of alpha by 2. So that is the RHS. Therefore the LHS is equal to RHS. So we have started with the numerator separately, denominator, then we have clubbed them and we got it into the form of tan alpha by 2. Pause it and note it down. Theta plus alpha plus secant theta minus alpha is equal to 2 secant theta, and cos alpha is not equal to 0. Then show that cos theta is equal to plus or minus under root 2 cos alpha by 2. Here given everything in secant and we have to show cos here. Now we will start with the given thing, that is secant. We will transform it into secant into the cos because the answer is in cos. So I can write this as 1 by cos theta plus alpha and this as 1 by cos theta minus alpha is equal to 2 by cos theta. So this given thing we have written it into cos, right? Now we will start with this LCM part. If you take cos theta plus alpha and cos theta minus alpha, here if you take the LCM here, so this becomes cos theta minus alpha plus, here once means cos theta plus alpha, 2 upon cos theta. Now here we will expand this. This is the compound angles formula. So cos A minus B, cos A plus B, I will expand it. Cos A, cos B, here cos A, cos B, where A and B are theta and alpha. When it is minus, for cos it becomes plus. So sin A, sin B. Plus here the same way cos A, cos B minus, because since here it is plus, sin A, sin B. And we do have here cos theta plus alpha, cos theta minus alpha, we can write this as cos square theta minus sin square alpha. This denominator part, here this will become 1 by cos, 2 by cos theta. We can cancel off these two. So here it comes to 2 cos theta cos alpha divided by cos square theta minus sin square alpha equals to 2 by cos theta. So we will cross multiply both of them. If you cross multiply, it becomes 2 cos square theta cos alpha. 2 we can take it off. Okay. So If you cancel 2 both sides, this becomes cos square theta minus sin square alpha here. So shift this sin square to this side and this to the other side. If you shift here, this becomes minus sin square becomes plus sin square alpha, and this here cos square theta, if you take common 1, if you shift this will become 1 minus cos alpha. Okay, so this plus becomes minus here. If you are taking cos square as common, 1 minus cos. Here we have to prove cos theta is equal to under root this 1 minus sin square. I can write it as 1 minus cos square alpha. We can write this sin square. Okay, let's bring everything into cos here. I'll write it here. Now 1 minus sin square, like a square minus b square, if you expand, so a plus b into a minus b here. To the other side we have cos square theta into 1 minus cos alpha. So both sides 1 minus cos alpha, you can cancel it off. This becomes 1 plus cos alpha and cos square theta here. And still we do have here 1 minus cos square and cos theta. And this 1 minus cos, we can write it in the form of alpha by 2. We can write it as 2 cos square alpha by 2 is equal to cos square theta. So if you take square root both sides, applying square root both sides, so if you are applying square root both sides, this becomes square root 2. Here square goes off, cos alpha by 2 is equal to cos theta here. So this is what we have to get it. So becomes plus or minus. So we can write this as cos theta is plus or minus under root 2 cos alpha by 2. So this is the proved part. Okay, pause it and note the complete thing. Here what we have done, we have first taken the LCM part, we have shifted into the multiple angles, then we have cancelled both sides cos to bring it into, here it is only cos alpha, since the answer is in alpha by 2, so we brought it into the angles formula, submultiples angles formula, then we got the answer by applying square root both sides. So with this we will end the class and we will see the remaining problems in our next class. Thank you all.